Yeah, I'm gonna tell it to you like this. You're not living to die, bro. And the reason you probably thinking like that is cause, bro, you've been dying to live, bro. You've been waiting forever to live your life, bro. And you could live your life today. It don't gotta be starting with $1,000, $1,000,000. It don't gotta be where you living in a penthouse or some shit like that, bro. You can start living by simply doing something. It could be as coloring, painting, doing puzzle pieces, crossword puzzles, starting YouTube, getting a job. And I always talk about, not wanting to work, but sometimes you're going to have to work to get to where you need to be in life. And if y'all hear any background noise, it's because I'm outside at work right now. But yeah, dude, you just want to live your life. And there ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Everybody wants to. I don't know a human in the world that would not want to be able to do what they want to do. And this world, I feel like this world now is just created to make people who don't want to have creative minds. Starting from elementary school, because as a kid, you got a lot of energy. You want to get up and you want to go about, you want to have fun. Some schools, are designated to let the kids be more hands-on, but majority of the schools, you're really just sitting down, not doing anything. Well, from when I grew up, sitting down, not doing nothing. Yeah, you're doing the coloring and handwriting assignments and all that stuff, but, you get punished for trying to have fun and be a kid because of the way the school is structured. Now, to a degree, it's understandable why they do that. Because you're trying to teach kids how to not just go about and do stupid stuff, trying to make sure that they know the rules and regulations and not get in trouble later on down the line. Have some guidance, have some chaperone behind them. Because as much as a kid needs to be free, if you let a kid have too much fun, they might fuck around and write on the walls or some shit. They might fuck around and pull their pants down in the goddamn classroom, all type of shit. You don't know what a kid might do. Cause shit, nigga, as a kid, nigga, I wrote on the wall. I wasn't crazy enough to go butt naked and say fuck it, but you don't know what kids do, especially nowadays where, when kids do wrong, ass whoopings isn't the thing no more. Like when I was doing wrong, when I was doing bad shit in my life, I used to get straight ass whoopings. And then like in middle school and high school, you sitting at a desk all day, you got your testosterone and estrogen building up, and you just want to use your energy for something useful. But that energy is being wasted by just sitting down at a desk, learning stuff that needs to be learned, like multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, for middle school and high school. I don't think it depends on what your major is going to be for the future, but, for like algebra and pre-calculus, if you're not going to be doing anything with technology and engineering and stuff like that, there's not a lot of use for that knowledge, And I feel like, once you graduate, parents, and there's nothing, and you know what? You can't get mad at the parents because the parents grew up in a different era. And majority of the parents, I'm not going to say, okay, let me not say that because I don't know how parents grew up. But when it comes to back then compared to now, a lot of parents was just trying to, how I would say, get by, especially if they didn't grow up in a household where they had everything they needed to be successful. And that's why I say you're just dying to live, because at the end of the day, you want to be successful. If you're somebody who grew up in the early 2000s, or like me, growing up in 2003, you just been wanting to live your life. And especially if you didn't like school, after high school, you just been wanting to live your life. You just been wanting to do what you need to do what you want to do. So your life doesn't feel like you just on a string by the elites, And there is nothing wrong with trying to be different. There is nothing wrong with trying to be unique. Because we all been in situations where people try to paint us to be this weird person or try to seem like we're better when we just want better for ourselves. And they don't know the struggles we've been through. They don't know that our parents probably didn't finish college, so they can't get the best job. They didn't get a degree, so some might end up working a job that they don't like. And we want to be that difference maker so where we could retire them. And that's where I could talk about you just been dying to live. Because that's all you want to do. You just want to live, man. and not to be living under anyone else's wing but your own wing. You want to wake up and have your own schedule. You want to wake up and do what you want to do. When you want that break, you'll take that break. When you want to go out and have that dinner, you can go out and have that dinner and not feel like you just wasted some money that could have been saved for, future endeavors. I don't know, probably like a bill that could be paid or something like that. You want to go out and buy a car and not have it paid off fully. You don't want to be paying car notes, or you don't want to be like, you just don't want to have to worry about the decisions you make. You just want that freedom. That's all we want in life. That's everybody's goal. You just want to be free. Shoot. Every day I wake up, every day I, do something productive. I do these things because I want to feel free. I know later on down the line, if I keep going in whatever I do in my life, eventually I'll be free. And I'll be free from worry, free from judgment. And hopefully I could be free from financial stress. And once I'm free from those things, I feel like life is complete. There's really not much else I could really ask for. And, like I say, if the fame come with it, then the fame come with it. But just remember that you've been dying to live, man. You've just been waiting for that moment, waiting for that thing to happen to where now you can live. And you don't want to go around thinking you just been living to die. We're born on this earth just to die and stuff like that. That's a negative mindset that nobody should have. I've had that mindset before, and it has got me nowhere. So just change your mindset. It's all about perspective. It's all about the mind. It's all about what you put out into existence. If you're going to say that, you just been living to die, or you're just going to be a failure, you're not going to have anything good happen to you, then most likely your life is going to be nothing but negativity. You're just going to be living to die. You're not going to have anything to look back on and be like, yeah, I lived my life the way I wanted it to live, because you were so negative. Even if life is full of shit right now, even if rain is full of turds and the sun is full of bare 50 cal bullets, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just need to think positive, because these stormy days is just temporary. Every day you wake up is a day to be great. Every day you get a chance to wake up is another day to live. And that chance to live is not meant to be lived through negative energy and just sulking in sadness and feeling like everything is just going to shit. Because a lot of people's lives are going to shit, and some people are going through worse things than you're probably experiencing. So you just got to be grateful for the moment. You got to take advantage of the opportunities that is being presented in front of you, even if it ain't much. You just got to do something. Something is better than nothing. And when you do that something, you're getting closer and closer to that goal of living. Because trust me, we know. I know. Your parents know. Your cousins know. God knows you've been dying to live. And God put you on this earth to live. You know what I'm saying? So don't let the monetary system and the way the world is structured put you in a bad position mentally where you feel like nothing good is going to happen. But I love y'all. Catch y'all boys in the next one. Peace.